Those who seek refuge will find peace here, basking in the sun under the ground. Those who seek gold will find riches beyond imagining, but will pay for this folly with their lives, for there is no return to the world of man.
Today, we're going to be looking at the Forgotten City. The Forgotten City is honestly one of my all-time favorite mods in Skyrim, and I've only recently discovered it since it came out about maybe a month ago. After playing through this mod, I really felt like I couldn't get enough. I just wanted to play through it again blind. There are so many fantastic things I can say about this mod, but before we get into it, I want to go over the general concept of it before we do that. When you start the mod up, you're going to get a letter from this woman named Cassia. She's going to ask you to come to a Markarth cave. Once you get there, she tells you that she's in distress because her brother is gone. They were exploring this area and he got lost and she needs to find him. So logically, the next thing you do is jump into the hole. Once you land and start exploring, you discover a forgotten city. A city that is in ruin, a city that looks completely abandoned. Now there are a bunch of little surprises that I do not want to ruin for you. So I'm going to do my absolute best to keep completely spoiler free. After a sequence of events, you will eventually end up back in time. At this point, it's your job to figure out why the city became abandoned in the first place. On top of that, there is no way to get back to your present time, therefore you're going to have to use your wit to figure out how to get back. This mod doesn't have very much combat, a little bit here and there, but to be honest, it's mostly dialogue and mystery. Now, on to the things that I think are fantastic about this mod. Firstly, the attention to detail is fantastic. Every single little bit is placed specifically to characterize each of the NPCs in this world. When you are playing through this game, you should leave no stone unturned because literally anything could lead to figuring out more about how to get back to your present time. The atmosphere is fantastic. The lighting in this mod goes from spooky to bright and happy. It's really, really fantastic. The music is amazing. It really adds to the feeling. The voice acting is superb. Here is an example.
I have spent a lifetime in this place, going around and around in circles, searching for a way out. But there are only two choices: death or the door to the house on the lake.
And of course, the story is phenomenal. Every single one of your actions can actually affect the story. In fact, part of what makes the Forgotten City so genius is that it keeps you from doing many things that you would take advantage of in the vanilla game. It constrains you to only a certain amount of action, but that actually leads you to figuring this out even more. There are tons of alternate endings, so many I haven't even experienced them all, and I've played through this mod several times. Now I will tell you, the first time I played through this mod, I actually ended up failing it. And it's a real bummer if you do, but going back and playing it, trying to get the perfect ending, it was so satisfying to finally make it happen. There are so many clever things about this mod that I don't even want to say because they're so brilliant that when you come across them, it will blow your mind. I guarantee you, if there is one story mod that I had to recommend, this would be it. As long as you don't mind amazingly voiced dialogue, this is a fantastic mod that I highly recommend for anybody. In some ways, it's almost so good that once you get back into vanilla Skyrim, it feels very lifeless. That's how good this mod is. And remember, if you download this mod and like it, endorse. Before we close this out, let me give you a couple hints. Do not ignore things like you would in the vanilla game. Really turn over every stone. You want to read all of the journals you find. You want to read all of the books you find. It will enhance the story tremendously. And the second thing is, you're probably going to want to bring a backpack. Thank you so much for watching and have fun.